What's up, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking on Super TEQ Super Battle Road, the original Super Battle Road stages. I figured I would just go ahead and hop in here and get some no item runs done. These stages are pretty power crept at this point. They're quite a few years old, so we're able to use some more meme-worthy team builds on these, just to kind of have some fun and show you guys some interesting things I did. So we opted to go for a Universe Survival Saga team. That way we could use the TEQ Caulifla and her SSR for some great dodge chances. We're not facing off against Pure Saiyan enemies or Universe Survival Saga enemies that much, so they don't have guaranteed chances to dodge, but considering they're both on the team, and you have the TEQ Caulifla Dokkan Fest unit, as well as this TEQ Android 18, they're able to get a sizable dodge chance just from the amount of Peppy Gals and Universe 6 category allies. So yeah, we're definitely playing around with that. As you can see already, Jiren is carrying us with the damage, doing an amazing job there. These stages are pretty much going to be no problem, which is why I brought some of these lower tier units just to make them a little more fun. And you can see Caulifla getting hit for like 36k on a normal. Definitely not the worst, not what we're used to seeing in Super Battle Road. So yeah, these are kind of like soft, runs, because if we were doing these in Extreme Super Battle Road, we probably would fail. That Caulifla getting hit at all would have been super detrimental. Alright, and Jiren with the power, just finishing off that first phase for us pretty quickly. Alright, so heading into the second phase here, we've got Caulifla on rotation with the Kale and Caulifla. I believe I opted to keep them on rotation together just for the links, for the extra damage. So here, I think I was opting to go after Dodoria, just to take him down really quickly, before working on Frieza, because Dodoria is attacking in the last two slots, just to help sponge some of that damage instead of taking the damage. Hopefully he'd be dead by then. Yeah, you can see, wow, Caulifla taking off almost a little more than half of his health is kind of unheard of. These old Super Battle Road stages are pretty easy at this point. I'm sure you could beat them with pretty much any team you could put together, as long as you're rocking like a 150% leader skill or higher. They're really not too tough at all. Alright, and Jiren's showing out again. Doesn't quite get rid of Frieza there, but that's a lot of damage on her. This TEQ 18 is actually coming in clutch with the rainbow, or with the orb changing. It's allowing us to get a lot of healing, especially with how high Jiren's defense is if we're able to pick up those orbs with him. So that is not too bad at all. So far we are cruising through this. We haven't had to dodge any super attacks yet, which is nice. But I believe you guys will see some of that later on, where the Cauliflas actually win these runs for us, being able to dodge supers, because if they hadn't, we definitely wouldn't have survived. It is a very hard thing to get used to, seeing these low tier units actually like putting out damage. Yeah, the difficulty of these enemies reminds me of some of the most recent like Dokkan Fest. Okay, so there you can see we get our first dodge on a super attack, which came in really clutch for us. I imagine it would have done something like 150k. I think is what we're looking at. If they're taking about 30 to 40k from normals, then probably like 150k from a super sounds right with type advantage. Maybe it wouldn't have been as bad though, because that Caulifla did have a turn to build up her defense. Remember, she does build up attack and defense on super. Alright, so we opt to just focus down Cooler since we have both Jirens on rotation. Think maybe we can do some big damage and just get rid of Cooler this first turn. Caulifla coming in clutch with the dodges. and putting out absolutely no damage, which is totally fine because that's definitely not her purpose. Okay, getting tagged by a few normals. Luckily, neither of those were a super. And let's see what Jiren can do here. Nice, some big damage on Cooler. And now Jiren is going to actually be the one taking the super attack, but not for much. He's got a lot of defense, so that really wasn't too bad for us. If anyone on this team was going to take a super, I think Jiren or Goku Frieza are the ones to take it for sure. Alright, so a few attacks here in the first slot. We're going to need a little bit of RNG. Hopefully we don't get tagged by, you know, some supers here. That would be really bad. Alright, the damage not looking too bad. Luckily they're not supering because we are not dodging. This should be enough to finish off Cooler here. Alright. Oh, nice. And the additional super. Get some extra damage on Thouser there. Or Salza, whichever you prefer. Lots of extra damage. Nice. Alright, and I think the Universe 6 girls here are going to take out Thouser. And we'll get a little bit of damage on Finding Dory. Alright, let's see what Tech 18's got. We didn't collect too many orbs with Tech 18, so not a huge number there, but still enough. Alright, and yeah, I know, like, even though we had Jiren on rotation, we probably could have just put him in that first slot to tank the hit no matter what. I really wanted to put the Cauliflas in the way of all of the attacks, just to see. Just to kind of experiment and see what happens. So we took 120k there on a super, which is really not that bad. That's only the SSR. I've got her at like 69% or so. So yeah, she's not even rocking like her full capability, and she was able to tank that, so that's not terrible. Alright, Jiren cleaning up for us. That is real nice. So we'll be moving on to the next fight here, which actually is the final fight against the Bojack squad. We're below 50% health and we're facing 5 enemies here, so if we do get tagged with 1 or 2 supers, we could be in trouble. I believe Caulifla ends up coming in clutch for us here. So, we're going to go ahead and focus on Bojack first. Always good to get that hard hitter out of the way. And there you see we dodged his super attack. That would have been really bad for us. We would be at minuscule HP right now if we got hit by that. So that was really clutch from Caulifla. Alright, let's see if we can pull out some additionals or some crits with her. Just the 1 additional normal. Alright. And the girls following up. A little more damage in there. They're definitely low enough now that Jiren will be able to take them out, so that's good. We won't have to worry about any supers from Bojack because we dodged the 1 that he put out. And now he's gone. Perfect. Alright, so we had no attacks in the first slot here, so I actually opted to put Jiren there, and we'll just put Caulifla in the second slot to tank whoever else is alive. At this point, I was pretty confident we were going to win. I wasn't even really paying attention to who I was attacking. I was just allowing it to go down the list, seeing if we could make it through that way, rather than spending extra time targeting specific enemies. Alright, so it looks like we were able to take out Gokua here, and we get another dodge, so we still have only had to take 1 super attack this entire game, which is good. We definitely wouldn't be alive if we had to take multiple others. So the Cauliflas, though they don't have their 100% chance to dodge, are still coming in pretty clutch for us, which is awesome. Alright, so Caulifla gonna hop in here. Oh, and it looks like I'm about to get the Dokkan attack too, so I think I opted to put Goku Frieza in the first slot for the Dokkan attack, hoping that they could just mop up the rest of it and we could be done with it right here. Seeing as they've done pretty much nothing for us this whole time, it's cool that they're able to get 1 attack in, and let's see if they can finish it out. This Goku Frieza super attack animation has actually always been one of my favorites. For how outdated it is now, it still kind of holds up. I've always liked that one a lot. Granted, the Ultra Super is a little better, but it's still cool. Alright, so they were able to mop the rest of that battle up, and that is Super TEQ versus Extreme AGL. Super Battle Road cleared. Just under 10 minutes there. You can see that's not actually our personal best, but close. Yeah, so that is another one under the belt. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.